My whole time training for these ultras in like 2021 and 2022, I was like, I'm not gonna be a flash in the pan. I'm not gonna do that. I'm training smart. I'm not going crazy. And then I just got this like huge injury. And I feel like people would look at that and be like, oh, of course that happened to that guy. Yeah, it felt like I was doing the right things. Like I wasn't running a crazy volume. I think what I just did wrong was I had too many hours, too much cross-training hours, and just kept doing that week after week. Yeah, no, that was hard. She's going crazy. She wants to see you. Hey, I'm Adam Peterman. I'm a pro trail and ultra runner for HOKA, and we're here at my house in Missoula, Montana.
On this side right now, my Achilles has been a little sore, and so like doing all this stuff is pretty helpful. That's fine. Achilles is good.
Yeah, a month to go to Canyons 100K, which is awesome. No, I feel good. Yeah, it's kind of been a long road back from this injury, but you know, I've known about Canyons for a long time. It's been circled on my calendar like all year. And so it doesn't feel like it snuck up on me. Yeah, I feel like in the last month or so I've gotten to the volume and spot and training that I want to be at. So yeah, no, I'm really excited. Oh yeah. Okay, this is essential. And then, there we go. Stop snowing. See you over there. Before Worlds in 2022, I did these workouts. I would do like one per week, and that was my main workout, main intensity for the week. I felt like Worlds, I got more out of myself than any race I've ever done. So Canyons is in 4 weeks. I think it's gonna be a pretty fast race. So I wanted to start adding these in now. It's almost like a litmus test, right? Like if I can hit these times for these workouts, like it shows that I'm in good shape. Secret spot. All right, yeah, no one's finding that. Yeah, I'm middle of the warm up right now. I'm like halfway through. So I'll run around for another 10 minutes and then do some strides in this parking lot, and then yeah, we should be good to go. Hopefully I can hit sub 20. It's a little icy out there, I think. That's the reports I'm getting from the summit. All right, yeah, I'm just gonna eat a little something and then do some strides, and then we should be good to go. It's not too cold now. I feel like I'm gonna get really hot going up Sentinel though. You always do. Sometimes it's hard to get motivated. You do Sentinel hard, and then it's like hard to be motivated to do the miles after. So, a little caffeine. Yeah. That's gonna help today. Yeah, I'm just gonna do strides over here in this lot. Yeah, so the workout this morning, did some warm-ups at the house, some mobility, jogged over to the M trailhead with my shoes for the flats, and then all in all ended up running like 30 minutes. Did a few strides in the parking lot, and then yeah, it was hard up Sentinel, jogged down, so long recovery, I mean like 20 minutes, and then jogged over to the path, put on the other shoes, and then 5 by mile with 2 minutes rest in between. And then I did about probably 20 or 30 minute jog home. It's just like so hard to do Sentinel really hard if you're not like all warmed up. And so I'll usually do strides down here. Sometimes I'll do like a little bit of like a minute or two of threshold up the hill to get your heart rate up. But today I'm just gonna do strides. But yeah, I just find if you don't do that, you start and you just feel like super flat. So it's nice to just get the legs moving. Yeah, I did this last week for the first time in like a year and a half. And we did like 21 minutes. So yeah, it should be good. All right, let's go. So it was good. I did, yeah, it was a good time. I did like 19:30. Yeah, I was like full gas. So I'll do the miles like closer to my threshold.
Cool.
But no, that was great. It was actually snowing a lot up there. Oh man, it rained on my shoes. That's kind of sad. I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little bit stitious, and I'll tell you why. So like 3 days before I got the stress fracture, I was running under that bridge over that where it says Grizzly Gateway.
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, into my mind, the word stress fracture popped into my head. And I was like, huh, weird. And then I got a stress fracture like 3 days later. So I don't run under there anymore, ever. I run right over here, no matter what. You know, I don't go over there. So the first injury that kind of appeared was I ran a half marathon. For whatever reason, like totally blew up my adductors and like groin, and everything kind of my pelvis area was kind of off after that. And so that was the end of February. And I feel like that was kind of the beginning of this whole injury. But then March and April, you know, I got back into a swing of things kind of at the end of March, started running like the volume I needed to. It felt like Western States was just like closing in on me. And I was looking at the calendar and saw that I had like 50 days to go. And I'm like, oh my God, like I'm not feeling like I did last year. And so I ended up I was doing a lot of supplemental training on the bike at that point. Like I was running about 100 miles a week, but then biking a lot on top of that. And all in my head, I'm thinking I'm being smart, you know, like I'm hitting my hours, I'm not running too much, the groin thing's getting better, kind of. But at the same time, I just like wasn't taking any rest days. I'm spending so much time cross training. Mid-May, I went for a run and I had like a little bit of pain in my low back, like kind of sharp pain. And then that went away and it was just kind of stayed like really subtle for like a week or two. And so I just kept training. And then on one run, it was just like really, really bad. That was when I couldn't run anymore after that run. And within like 3 days, I got an MRI, and yeah, it was pretty apparent I had a pretty big stress fracture in my sacrum. Come on. Damn, that's too bad. Usually that thing works. Yeah, that was good. I was 508. And then the first one I was like 516. All right. Yeah. Hey, we're doing a workout, except not right. We're resting right now. Just some mile repeats. All right. The goal for the workout today, get up Sentinel in 20 minutes. Yeah, I just feel like if I can hit sub 20, like I'm in pretty good shape. And so when I was doing the Sentinel flat workouts before Worlds, I could do sub 20 like every time. So yeah, I did 19:30. I mean, I was working really hard, really happy with it. And then I jogged down, and then the goal was through the mile repeats at more of like at my threshold or like closer to like half marathon type effort. Started out at I think 5:15. And then went down to like lower 5-minute pace, and then the last one was 4:50. So all things considered, I think this was one of my better Sentinel flat workouts. Now I'm just gonna take a gel and go home. Well, I gotta go get my shoes. But yeah, just do a cool down, like 20 minutes. I feel like running trail, I don't really ever get to do this. Yeah. So when you do, and you're like running 5-minute pace, you're like, oh, I want to break 5. Like, just you have to. So I met Rich in 2018. I just moved back to Missoula after running in college at University of Colorado. And I'd had this like Achilles injury for like 2 years. It like totally derailed me. Like I couldn't run and stuff. After seeing like all these doctors at University of Colorado who were like baffled by my Achilles. Saw Rich about the Achilles. I loved it. He was just so straightforward. So he was like, dude, this is textbook tendinopathy. And he just gave me these exercises that were essentially like weighted calf drops, and that like fixed it so quickly. It was like exactly what he said, like 4 months. And so, man, like that built a ton of rapport for me.
Yeah, my name is Rich Willey. I'm an associate professor at the University of Montana. I study running-related injuries. I have a PhD in biomechanics. I've been working with runners for 25 years. He is, I don't know, quintessential Missoula. I can't think of any better way to put it. I mean, he is Missoula through and through. So it's been really great to, to work with Adam over the years. I think he's been very good with doing a lot of lifting exercises that we've been prescribing, and some of the other load management stuff that he's kind of really taken to heart. We didn't just want to get Adam back for a race in like January, which would have been easy to do. We really want to be thinking more like kind of multi-year plan. And so part of that was, let's put off that return to run process a little bit longer, and let's do more like kind of heavier loading on the lumbar spine and sacrum. And so we started doing a lot of heavy pack hikes, so rucking essentially. The whole point of that is that you've got that load on your shoulders, and that's going to compress your lumbar spine, and that's going to cause some positive bone adaptations there that wouldn't normally get by doing like calf raises or even like jumps or something like that.
From the injury to me running was 16 weeks, but at week 12, I'd say I probably could have started running, but we chose just to do these pack hikes for a month, just to be careful. And honestly, with the types of races that we do, like the pack hikes felt like a good thing. Like, you're hiking up Sentinel, you're going hard, and yeah, so that's kind of what it looked like. Fishing was really helpful because, you lose running, you lose like all this stuff that I like to do. It's not just the competition. Like, I don't get to hang out with my friends who I train with. I don't get to like spend as much time outside. So yeah, I was like pretty thankful to have that. Like it was a good summer, like a lot of days on the water, a lot of days on the raft. I feel like we all have these passions. We like trail running, we like running. I like biking, I like skiing and all these things, which is great. But like you add them all up and if you're always doing your passions, I'm like overtraining. And so fishing is the one thing I have where I'm not like overdoing it. On my rest day, I usually just go fishing now. Because otherwise I'm just sitting inside and like, what am I doing? I love running. Like I don't just do this to be competitive. I feel like for me, trail running is perfect because if there were no competitions, I'd probably still do like a pretty similar thing here. And so it was awesome just to like start running again and get that piece back. Cause yeah, like it just sucks like not being able to do anything. And so yeah, I feel that way. Like I feel a lot more grateful to be running and feeling good and not be like totally fried and not be hurt again. So yeah, I'm like optimistic for sure.